네, pet peeve와 관련된 마지막 이야기, 이번 주 마지막 이야기. 오늘은 누가 이야기 해줄까요?
We have a clip sent to us from Eden from my home country, the USA.
네, 이든 씨는 어떤 것을 불만스러워하는지, 어떤 것을 싫어하는지 한번 이야기 속으로 들어가 볼까요?
이든 씨,
나와주세요.
I have many pet peeves. People walking too slow in front of me. People not using their turn signal when driving. But I think my biggest pet peeve is probably when people make fun of other people who have an accent. Particularly when someone is speaking a language that is not their native language and another person makes fun of them because they use the wrong word or they say it with a strange accent. It's just not fair. That person is speaking a second language. That means they know more than one language. It's not fair to make fun of them for an accent. And the worst part about it is, the people that are making fun of them are usually hypocrites because they only speak one language. Or, if they even try to speak a second language, they speak it with an accent themselves. I really, really hate that, and usually if I see it, I call people out on it.
That's
wow.
a great story.
That is a fantastic one.
네, 그리고 정말 맞는 말이고 공감을 많이 할 수 있는 이야기였습니다.
Of course.
자, 그럼 이든 씨의 이야기 문장을 하나하나 공부해 볼까요?
Okay, so the first thing she said is, I have many pet peeves. People walking too slow in front of me. I have many pet peeves. People walking too slow in front of me.
네, 이렇게 말한 다음에 다른 예들이 좀 나열되고 있는데 일단 여기까지 보자면 I have many pet peeves. 저는 불만스럽게 생각하는 것이 많이 있어요. Many. She's honest. Yes.
That's good. She's not a liar.
She's not a liar. She's not a habitual liar. 첫 번째로 이제 people walking too slow in front of me. 제 앞에서 사람들이 너무 천천히 걸어갈 때 싫다 이런 거죠.
Yes, especially when there's a row of them, of friends, so you can't go around.
When you're blocking the whole path.
The whole path, yeah.
그럴 때 싫다는 거고 people walking too slowly라고 해도 되는데 영어에서는 이렇게 형용사가 부사처럼 쓰이는 경우들이 구어체엔 종종 나옵니다.
We do that a lot.
Yes, like slow is, I think it's acceptable, but one thing that is not acceptable is you did good.
Oh yeah,
네.
you shouldn't say you did good.
네, 실제로
You should say well.
그렇죠. 일단 slow가 부사로 쓰이는 이유는요. fast가 fastly라고 하지 않고
Right, it's just fast.
그러다 보니까 반대말도 slow도 slowly보다는 그냥 slow라고 하려는 경향이 있는 것은 이해가 되는데
Of course.
You did well, 너 잘했어라고 말해야 될 때 You did good이라고 하는 경우는 그냥 아직까지는 영어가 앞으로 많이 바뀌고 진화하겠지만 아직까지는 틀린 표현인데
Right, it's
자주,
always well.
네, 자주 쓰이고 있죠. 자, 그래서 사람들이 너무 천천히 걷는 것 이외에 또 뭐가 있을까요?
People not using their turn signal when driving. People not using their turn signal when driving.
운전을 할 때 turn signal 이거를 깜빡이라고 하죠. 깜빡깜빡 옆으로. That sounded similar.
I tried.
깜빡이 신호를 켜지 않는 것 또는 사용하지 않는 것도 That's also another pet peeve of hers.
Yes, me too.
Yes.
Mine too.
Not using their turn signal.
Signals.
깜빡이 신호가 영어로 뭔지 궁금하셨던 분들은 turn signal.
That's right. And the next one she says, but I think my biggest pet peeve is probably,
그런데 제가 가장 크게 불만스럽게 생각하는 것은 아마도 So you say biggest pet peeve, not like strongest pet peeve. Or
Not strongest. You could say biggest or my most hated pet peeve, something like that. But biggest is what we would use.
그렇죠. biggest를 저도 가장 많이 본 것 같고 most hated pet peeve라고 하는 것도 가능하겠네요. 다음 문장.
When people make fun of other people who have an accent. When people make fun of other people who have an accent.
네, 억양이 있는 사람들이라고 영어에서는 쓰지만 who have an accent. 이거는 사실 억양이 있다라는 말은 to have a strange accent. Because we all have accents.
Right. It's relative.
Yeah.
Right? But in this case, you don't have to say strange accent. You could just say accent, and we understand that it's different from the speakers.
That's right. An accent that is different from the average speaker.
Right.
네, 평균적으로 사람들이 이렇게 말을 하더라 하는 게 있을 거 아니에요. 그것과 다르게 말하는 것을 have an accent.
Right.
She has an accent. Where's she from? He has an accent. Is he from 뭐뭐뭐? 이렇게 이야기하고요.
Yeah. So people from America, they'll hear my accent and be like, oh, because of your accent, I'm guessing you're from the South because it's the different way that I speak English.
네, 정리하자면 have an accent가 그냥 억양이 있다가 아니고 억양이 특이하다, 억양이 일반 보통의 경우와 다르다라는 말이고요. 여기 앞에 그 나라 이름 많이 붙이죠. She speaks English really well, but she has a French accent.
All right.
You speak Korean really well, so you don't have a strong accent.
Right. I was just
네.
about to say, you can say someone has a strong accent. She has a very strong accent. Where is she from?
그렇죠.
Yeah.
이렇게 strong을 붙여서 말하기도 합니다. 그래서 억양이 특이한 사람들을 놀리는 게 싫대요. Yeah.
That's a good one. And next she says, particularly when someone is speaking a language that is not their native language. Particularly when someone is speaking a language that is not their native language.
특히 언제 그러냐면 어떤 사람이 모국어가 아닌 native language, native tongue, mother tongue, 또 뭐가 있을까요?
That's all it.
That's it?
That's it.
Yeah.
You always say them all before I can. He's so smart.
You have to
He's
be
very good at English.
You have to be fast.
I'll be slow.
All right.
Since we talked about slow before.
오케이. 그래서 native language, 모국어가 아닌 언어로 말을 하고 있을 때 그렇게 놀리면 안 되지. 싫어라는 말이죠. 오케이.
And another person makes fun of them. And another person makes fun of them.
네, 그렇게 이야기하고 있는데 다른 누군가가 makes fun of them. 여러분, make fun of 놀리는 거 아시죠? 하하, 영어 틀렸어. 아니면 발음 별로야.
Ha, you made a mistake. Huh?
그러면 stop making fun of me라고 제가 말할 수 있겠죠. make fun of 하면 놀리다라는 말입니다. 다음 문장.
Because they use the wrong word or they say it with a strange accent. Because they use the wrong word or they say it with a strange accent.
네, 잘못된 단어를 썼거나 아니면 say it, 그 말이죠. 어떤 문장이나 단어를 with a strange accent. 특이한 또는 이상한 억양으로 말했을 때 하하하 놀리는 거. 사실 틀려서 고쳐주는 건 괜찮잖아요. Right?
Of course. But you shouldn't just like laugh at them, right? Yeah. Right.
Maybe you can suggest something.
Yeah.
Like, or did you mean this?
Yeah, or be like, oh, this. Or sometimes instead of having to point it out, you could just rephrase it. And then they'll get it. Right?
Yeah, that's what good teachers do.
I think so.
네, 그럼 여기까지 받고 다음 문장으로 넘어가 볼까요?
All right, so in the next sentence, let's take a look at the clip first.
It's just not fair. It's just not fair.
네.
Okay, so that went by kind of fast, so let's read it together. It's very short. It's just not fair. It's just not fair.
맞아요. It's just not. 근데 it's 뒤에 it's just
not fair. They
이렇게.
kind of blend together.
그렇죠. It's just ts가 두 번 나오는 느낌이 아니라 it just 이렇게 들립니다. It's just not 이렇게 됐고요. 자, 그래서 이렇게 하면 이건 공평하지 않나요라는 말이죠.
Okay. Well, that was very simple and to the point, so let's take a look at it again.
It's just not fair. It's just not fair.
And
that person is speaking a second language. That person is speaking a second language.
그 사람은 외국어를 하고 있는 거잖아요 라고 이야기합니다. 사실 외국어라고 할 때 우리가 가장 먼저 배우는 말은 foreign language일 거예요. Foreign language.
But these days a lot of people are saying second language,
Yes.
I've noticed.
Yes, and the reason is the word foreign is very exclusive.
All right.
Yes, so the first time I actually encountered this concept, I was also not particularly impressed. 저도 사실 이 foreign이라는 말을 너무 자주 쓰지 말자라고 누군가가 주장을 했을 때 별로 관심이 없었어요. 당연히 외국은 외국이고
Of course.
우리나라 사람이 아니면 foreigner인데 왜 뭐 그게 문제가 돼 생각했지만 좀 너무 많이 쓰다 보니까 아 대충 어떤 느낌인지는 알겠더라고요.
Right.
그냥 second language.
Of course. That works just fine.
네, 그리고 second language가 아니고 원래 자기가 하던 말은
First language.
Yes.
First language. That was the one that I didn't mention earlier.
Yeah, you wanted to think of it, right?
Yeah.
So first language, second language. Your first language is
English.
English. My first language is Korean. 이렇게 모국어를 first language라고 하기도 합니다.
And next she said, that means they know more than one language. That means they know more than one language.
This is a great point, right?
It is. They're on their second language.
Yes. 그래서 그건 그 사람이, 즉 어떤 사람이 심한 억양을 가지고 with a strange accent or with a strong accent 어떤 언어를 한다는 거는 이미 자신의 모국어하고 on top of that 거기에 덧붙여서 다른 언어를 하는 대단한 능력을 가지고 있다는 거잖아요.
Yeah.
그래서 그거를 여기에 좀 압축해서 that means they know more than one language.
Which is an awesome thing. And so next she says, it's not fair to make fun of them for an accent. It's not fair to make fun of them for an accent.
네, 이 부분 발음도 좀 빠르게 지나가긴 했는데 실제 클립에서 it's not fair, 공평하지 않아요. 그렇게 하면 안 돼요.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, it's not fair to make fun of them. 그들을 놀리는 것은 무엇 때문에 놀리는 거죠? For an accent. 억양이 특이하다고 놀리는 거는 that's not fair. You shouldn't do it.
Yeah, for sure. And next she says, and the worst part about it is, and the worst part about it is.
그리고 그렇게 하는 것에 있어서 가장 안 좋은 점이 뭐냐면 the worst part of making fun of other people
Or
is
speaking with an accent.
yeah, for speaking with an accent or for an accent is
The people that are making fun of them are usually hypocrites. The people that are making fun of them are usually hypocrites.
네, people 다음에 나오는 that부터 making fun of them까지 괄호로 묶어주시면 the people are hypocrites 라는 말이죠. 그래서 the people that are making fun of them, 다른 사람들을 놀리고 있는 그들은 are usually 보통 hypocrites. What's a hypocrite?
A hypocrite is someone who says one thing but does another.
아하, 말과 행동이 다른 거죠. 한국어로 위선자라고 하는데 So hypocrite is a person. Are there related words?
To hypocrite?
Yes, like noun form. It's a noun form. And adjective form maybe?
Well, you can say hypocritical.
Hypocritical?
That was a very hypocritical statement.
그렇군요.
Right?
그러면은 이제 위선적인이라고 말을 하는 거죠. Okay, and then?
Because they only speak one language or because they only speak one language or
그렇죠. 그들이 왜 위선자라고 생각을 하냐면
Right.
because they only speak one language. See, like people who make fun of other people, they only know one.
yeah. And I think because anybody who's learned a second language, you also understand how difficult it is. So when someone's putting in that effort,
그렇죠.
you don't make fun of them, right?
그렇죠. 그렇기 때문에 저는 개인적인 생각으로 좋은 언어 선생님이 되려면 적어도 하나 이상은 언어를 한번 공부해봤어야 되는데 people who only know English, teaching English, or people who only know Korean, teaching Korean, it can be dangerous.
Right, because they don't understand the struggle or
그렇죠.
they don't understand the needs of people who are learning.
그렇죠. 그래서 태어나서 지금까지 한 번도 다른 언어 안 배워보고 영어밖에
Right.
못하는 사람이 영어를 가르치는 거의 위험. 그 다음에 한 번도 한국어 이외의 다른 언어를 안 배워본 사람이 한국어를 가르치는 것의 위험이 있다고 생각하는데
Right.
여기에도 그런 이야기가 있는 거죠.
Okay, and the next sentence, let's first take a look at the clip.
If they even try to speak a second language, they speak it with an accent themselves. If they even try to speak a second language, they speak it with an accent themselves.
Okay, I can feel her passion
Yes.
like, in this statement.
And anger too.
Yeah, so let's take a look at it together and I'll read it for you a bit slower than she did. If they even try to speak a second language, they speak it with an accent themselves.
그렇죠. 이렇게 다른 사람들이 액센트를 가지고 말을 했을 때 억양이 좀 특이하게 나왔을 때 놀리는 사람들은 위선자인데 그 이유는 if they even try to speak a second language 그들이 다른 언어를 한번 해보기라도 하면 그들 자신이 한번 해보면 they speak it with an accent themselves.
Yeah,
자기들도 결국 특이한 억양으로 말한다라는 거죠.
I've encountered that.
Yeah, so these, I don't know, like, I'm not saying that all monolingual people are like this,
Right.
but people who like to make fun of other people, they tend to be like this.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
Yeah, not everybody, but a lot of people. 이 부분 한번 문장 구조는 쭉 파악이 되셨죠? 한번 다시 들어보겠습니다.
If they even try to speak a second language, they speak it with an accent themselves. If they even try to speak a second language, they speak it with an accent themselves.
And the final sentence is, I really, really hate that, and usually if I see it, I call people out on it. I really, really hate that, and usually if I see it, I call people out on it.
네, 오늘의 핵심 문장이 여기 들어가 있었는데요. I really, really hate that. 저는 정말 그걸 싫어하고 and usually, 보통 if I see it, 그런 일이 생기는 걸 보면 I call people out on it. Call someone out. Of course, literally you can call someone out of a room or their house.
Yeah. Or out of, any place where they're in. Call them out of the office.
그렇죠.
Anything.
실제로 이름을 불러서 내가 나와 라고 할 때도 있을 수 있고 아니면 전화해서 밖으로 나올래 할 수도 있지만 여기서 말하는 것은 아까 설명한 것처럼 지적하는 거죠.
Yeah, it's like, hey, can you not do that? Don't make fun of people with an accent.
그렇죠.
They're learning a language.
And there can be two reactions to this. 반응이 두 가지가 있을 것 같아요. 첫 번째는, oh, I didn't know that. 몰랐던 거죠.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, they are working hard. Okay, I won't do that. I'll try to help them.
그렇죠. Stop making that weird sound every 5 seconds. 그러면은, 몰랐어. 내가 그런 소리를 내고 있는 줄 몰랐어. 또는 두 번째 반응은, 미안해. 알고 있었지만, 네, 하고 있었을 때,
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I won't do that. I didn't mean to offend anyone. 이런 이야기죠. 그리고 마지막에 있었던 on it이라는 것은 그것에 대해서라는 말로 들어갔습니다. 자, 이것이 마지막 문장이었는데요. This concludes the story by Eden, right?
It sure does. So we're going to take a look at it 2 more times. The first time with English subtitles, the second time without. Let's watch.
I have many pet peeves. People walking too slow in front of me. People not using their turn signal when driving. But I think my biggest pet peeve is probably when people make fun of other people who have an accent. Particularly when someone is speaking a language that is not their native language and another person makes fun of them because they use the wrong word or they say it with a strange accent. It's just not fair. That person is speaking a second language. That means they know more than one language. It's not fair to make fun of them for an accent. And the worst part about it is, the people that are making fun of them are usually hypocrites, because they only speak one language. Or, if they even try to speak a second language, they speak it with an accent themselves. I really, really hate that, and usually if I see it, I call people out on it. I have many pet peeves. People walking too slow in front of me. People not using their turn signal when driving. But I think my biggest pet peeve is probably when people make fun of other people who have an accent. Particularly when someone is speaking a language that is not their native language and another person makes fun of them because they use the wrong word or they say it with a strange accent. It's just not fair. That person is speaking a second language. That means they know more than one language. It's not fair to make fun of them for an accent. And the worst part about it is, the people that are making fun of them are usually hypocrites, because they only speak one language. Or, if they even try to speak a second language, they speak it with an accent themselves. I really, really hate that, and usually if I see it, I call people out on it.
네, 정말 좋은 주장이었고 좋은 내용이었습니다. 여러분도 기억하셨으면 좋겠고요. 사실 여러분이 영어를 공부하셔서 그 총합, 내가 알고 있는 한국어가 100%고 영어가 30%라고 하면 총합은 130%잖아요. 근데 상대방은 영어밖에 모른다. 그러면 여러분이 언어를 더 많이 하는 거예요. 굳이 비교해서 누가 이기느냐 지느냐는 필요 없지만 그래도 그렇게 생각하시면 좋겠고요. 자, 그럼 또 재미있는 표현들 몇 가지 소개해 볼까요?
Okay, it's time for Street
Smart.